Sorry I'm a little late. I had to take care of some things behind the scenes. So, first of all, I just wanted to explain that the way I was talked down at last night by Stan CT really angered me a lot. And I absolutely could not deal with it. So, it was just safer for me to just walk away from the show for a while, because it was just really disturbing me. It's a lot more complicated than you think. First of all, just a quick note, Stan, I'm not going to drop dead, and I'm not going to drop dead at your leisure. Alright, I made a commitment to my body that I have come here to finish my soul contract. And I'm going to finish my soul contract no matter what. So, what's the latest on the latest? Well, according to one opinion editorial, said Donald Trump's success of actually lowering the U.S. deficit for let me make sure I got these numbers right. $4 trillion with the tariff program.
Oh, yeah!
Unfortunately, by getting rid of something called de minimis, meaning that you can ship things under $800 without import duties, is seriously resulted in a lot of shippers halting shipments of products to the United States. Now, I know that doesn't make a lot of sense to you as far as what de minimis is, so I'll just keep it simple. There's a loophole which allows companies to ship products under a value of $800 without filling out all the fancy duties and taxes forms and tariff forms. And for a long time, it's how China, Temu, Shein, and other companies were able to send things to the United States for the prices they did send them. So, unfortunately, on Monday, the de minimis rules are eliminated, which means a lot of companies don't necessarily want to pass on those costs to you. And so they're just kind of put America on their do not ship to list. It's also going to work for the staff too of these companies when shipping out things, especially drop shippers like Temu and Shein that depend on that. So, which means that, like we talked about the violin, well, I might already be playing the Swan song before I even got it. Because, let's be honest, $140 Cecilia CVN 100 is probably going to be now about $200. And without the taxes and duties, that's a lot of money for a violin of that grade, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
But we all still want to play something on it, don't we? Okay, Hammer and Nails, I'll take a look at the DMs in a little bit. Definitely, I would say definitely keep on them. And, try to escalate your situation to a higher level of customer support if you have to. Now, also, I did talk to Bradley yesterday, and what is getting him all upset is some people keep bringing up his ex-girlfriend. Now, he's a good guy. She's not a good girl, and she basically ran him through the ringer. I think you should have a little more empathy. I had a similar situation occur to me with Patty. like, I mean, the difference is that I lived with Patty. Okay, and I heard for a long time after that fiasco with Patty. Okay, I still wearing her damn socks, incidentally, which is kind of funny when you think about it. No, we talk about the Patty socks a lot. Of course, it took a long time to finally break those suckers in, but they were still wearing them. Um, um, right. Well, it's just he's just very upset about it, and Bradley is one of the nicest guys we have on the channel. He's extremely loyal to me and to the content we do, and he understands the mission of this channel, why this channel is so important. It also gives him a place to go. Let's not about talking about the crazy stuff that you hear on other channels on YouTube. So many come here looking for a chance, a safe harbor in the storm. And we should be respectful of that. Because, likewise, if you brought up, well, maybe not so much with me because I kind of got over it, but if you ever brought up Patty DeMar again, that probably gives you an earful you would never want to hear. The fact was I was very close to her. We were we're pretty much beginning of going steady. And then I have her basically treat me like she did in 2020 should just tell you how much it hurt me. And the fact is, I haven't heard from her anymore. She left the conversation completely. She was older than me. Maybe she passed on. I don't know. I'm not asking anyone to pass on. I'm just saying is that she could have. That's just it. I don't know. And personally, I wonder too, but, well, she's just out of the equation right now. I don't even deal with it anymore. It's just past tense. Just like it. Good morning, human body. Welcome to the show today. Oh, Tyler, I don't deny that. I don't. Along with the initials SG. Worried about herself. Not worried about Brad. Not worried about his feelings. And I understand his frustration and his anger. He's been making a lot of good efforts to try to better his life. And we should be congratulating him for his. Even if he did backslide a little bit. Hell, haven't we all backslid? Well, once in a while, I know I have. I mean, I'm trying to lose weight. Despite the fact what Stan CT tells you, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to make better choices. I'm not saying that I didn't make some bad boopers over the years. I did, but I'm trying to get myself back on track. I mean, I backslid when I drank wine during that wine and cheese dinner with noodles. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go back and buying another box of Francia or Vella or whatever. It just means that I goofed, okay? But on the other hand, I try to avoid doing backsliding with the pizzas too. I'm trying to avoid, but yesterday I was so stressed so bad because what Stan CT said. So I just wanted to go get a 3-meat. I know it's full of nitrites and all that, but guess what? They were sold out. I think that was God saying, nope.
Oh, yeah!
And I think God was saying is, no pizza for you.
Oh, yeah!
Just the cheesers, the little tiny ones, which are fine with me anyway. I don't mind the little guys. I don't take any drugs. I don't know where you get the idea that I take drugs. The only ones I take is prescription medication. I take levothyroxine for my liver and then take metformin. So what other drugs are you talking about? Tobacco. That's a drug. Okay. Guilty. Tobacco. Alcohol. That's a drug. Guilty. That's why I decided not to drink. Newest out your box on gummies. Oh. Well, yeah. I never actually did do the LSD, so I guess that's a good thing. But, you know, it was certainly a very interesting thing when I had over 250 milligrams of THC. I wouldn't recommend anyone do that, but that was an interesting experiment, but I don't know if I'd want to repeat it. Yeah, I know. Good morning, David. That's how you doing today? My biggest drug is the thing that you get in your refrigerator called food. That's my biggest drug. I love to eat, but then you have to eat to live. So, let's put it this way. Most manufactured processed food is full of chemicals. But we need food or we don't live. And then Stan CT gets his wish. Hey, I heard Michelle starved to death. Well, anyway, so the point is let's not keep it up with the Bradley, with SG and the Bradley, okay? We don't need that. I don't need that. You don't need that. Okay? And let me just say one thing about Stan CT. Despite you, I'm not gonna die in 5 years. I go, mother, I'm gonna be living to at least 50 or 80 to 100 years. Not here. Not here. It was in the Discord. Not here. They didn't say it here. Okay? So let's make sure we don't get all locations mixed up. And even there, they didn't really say anything bad, but they kept bringing up SG and Bradley he's very emotional. He's a very good man. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He hurts deeply, and I think it's time we respect that some people just don't get over things easy. And I know that's not a kind word to say, or anything some people want to hear, but this is true. Alright, so the weather's going to be mild. Today, obviously, it's a little chilly right now. It's sunny outside. The sky is blue. And, so therefore, temperatures are kind of coming down. So eventually, very soon, we'll be taking the air conditioner out of the window in the bedroom. No, but they showed the picture. That's what upset him. Yeah. I explained yesterday about the backstory, the situation about my knee, which most people don't even know. Yes, human body is starting to get cooler, so I'm starting to get a little more active and try to get more housework in. Now feeling like a big rag mop. Yeah. David, how you doing? So you see, the thing is, this winter, according to Farmer's Almanac, according to many independent forecasters and me, I'll kind of concur that this winter, especially starting in January, February, is going to be hard and cold. There's going to be seeing new snowpack records in the East Coast. However, at the same time, we got volcanoes on the East and West Coast of the United States. Yes, we do have volcanoes on the East Coast as well as fault lines. They're starting to act up. And there's a chance that we could have a volcanic winter if things keep going, especially if Yellowstone pops its cork. Now, right now, there's been a lot of storms with Yellowstone, but there haven't been really any major eruptions. So, we'll just have to just see what happens with the weather and the volcanoes. 3i Atlas, officially not much is being said. It's the unofficial that's getting interesting. And I don't know how much of it's conjecture, how much of it's factual, how much of it is fake news, how much of it's clickbait, but just to tell you, I'm keeping an eye on that. So, just want to let you know that I'll keep my nose to the ground with the 3i Atlas and volcanism seismic reports, as well as, of course, the upcoming winter work. There's actually, I believe that there's one in New Hampshire that's been dormant for a very, very long time. But you've also got underground seismic activities a couple weeks that resulted in earthquakes in North Carolina, New Jersey, New York. So we'll just have to keep abreast of what's going on. Plus, we also have supervolcano in the Canary Islands, which haven't actually been reported doing anything right now with the USGS. Let's see. What else? Oh, yes. As I said, the de minimis for shipping is going to be interesting. As I said earlier, that a lot of exports to the United States shippers have put things on pause because they don't know how the new regulations are going to work out with the United States in tariffs and duties. So we'll have to see what happens with that. All right, so let's get the panel open. Let's try to have a nice show. That's what I want to do. And also, we need to remember that one of the things is that my channel is on YouTube is a safe harbor. And it is a place where you can go and feel safe from the tumultuous seas outside of the harbor. Yeah. Well, I'm using my real name. Atlas and the Sun are in communication at some level. The Sun controls the orbits of objects and whether or not they'll collide with the Sun. A lot of it is called gravity, but 3i Atlas, due to its velocity, is too fast for the Sun to catch it. However, in around October 1st, it's going to be closest to Mars, and then it's going to loop behind the Sun. And astronomers are wondering what it's going to be doing behind the Sun because they're not going to be able to see it from Earth with satellites or with radar. So, indeed, if it is a spacecraft, it'll be interesting to see if they take off their camouflage and show up as the real ship they are. Or they just quietly continue on with the hyperbolic orbit, extreme hyperbolic orbit, and just go continue out of the solar system. Yes, 3-day weekend's coming up. Labor Day. Yes, I've also heard that NASA has found a way to reach out to 3i Atlas. I don't know what they got back from it yet because that's being clouded in secrecy. For a short time, the James Webb Space Telescope was shut down due to concerns of information being released to the public. Uh, 29 viewers in the house, 5 likes. Your engagement is 7 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's just see if we can try to continue to grow the channel. The Sun is not a sentient thing. 3i Atlas apparently has a crew. As I said, it's incognito, it's in disguise, but it's... Wonder how big it is if you strip off the exoskeleton shell that's on 3i Atlas. Good morning, Nance. How you doing today? Welcome, Nance. Yeah, so Michelle said if the ETs want to meet up with her, she would be more than willing to meet up with the ETs. And and get one of my noodles by being the first to have an exclusive live stream on an ET ship. That, of course, depends if they have access to our Wi-Fi or communication system, so we could send the live stream to us here on Earth. But yes, I certainly would do that. That's not really Ed. No. Not in my watch, you are. No. No. Thank you, Chris. Okay, so Katie's coming up. Hold on a minute. Good morning. How you doing? She's still muted. I know. Well, she just left. Okay. Oh, yeah. She wants to come on again. Okay, add her. Add one. Good morning. How you doing?
It's I don't know what but there you go, we got you. Don't know what happened, Michelle. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Gonna catch me riding dirty. Riding dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Riding dirty. So hi, Craig. Great to see
No,
Craig.
I did not go to medication, Craig Sr. I'm still the same. Still hanging in there. I don't know why you think I did that. I didn't actually try out the LSD. I never did try it.
No, she's not doing LSD and things like that. She may want to, but I don't think that's a very good idea.
I changed my mind some time ago, actually.
Yes, thank God for that, Michelle. That would be a terrible idea because, sometimes it can alter your actual brain.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does affect the brain and potentially long term. It's okay marijuana, actually. So.
Hey, Putty-cat.
Yeah, how you doing,
What's up, Putty-cat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, it does affect the brain in a long-term way. But Donald Trump has agreed that maybe it would be a good idea to change Mary Jane from a Schedule 1 to Schedule 3.
What?
But the problem is that doesn't mean you can go to Beacon Pharmacy to go get your Mary Jane because FDA, which partially regulates pharmacies, isn't going to, at this point, doesn't see Mary Jane as an approved medicinal properties. It's complicated. But basically, while the DEA would get off your back, for the most part, FDA will not allow the sale of Mary Jane in pharmacies.
Pot smoking is banned in your family.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's wonderful. I think it's something that's grown. It's natural. And if you grow your own, there's no chemicals or shit in it.
So is natural tobacco. The problem is not regular tobacco will give you lung cancer.
But I'm using a Planet of the Vapes vaporizer to smoke my weed, which doesn't give you all the bad shit. It just, I put it in this little thing, and then I throw out the coffee grounds after. This helps your lungs. This is what I'm doing.
Well, the problem with alcohol is the fact is that people sometimes lose control of the moderation part, and that's when the trouble starts.
Yeah. The trouble with alcohol is it loose lips. You tend to say more than you would if you weren't drinking.
Then when you consider tobacco, I'm a tobacco user.
Tobacco's disgusting. And I'm a, on-off smoker, but it's disgusting. But it is one of the most addictive things. I just can't kick it. Although I will say I'm on day 4 of non-smoking.
Yes, some of the natural things will kill you. Absolutely. That's unfortunately reality. But yet, we use them anyway.
Yeah, I'm not saying what is great for you, but I'm trying to smoke it the healthiest way, if there is a healthy way. And I love this little thing I bought, this Planet of the Vapes.
Rusty's here.
Hey, Rusty! Michelle, did you see my Krusty in the pet section?
No, I didn't.
Do you look at anyone else's posts in the Discord?
Now, really, I've been kind of keeping a low profile in the Discord. I just look at a few areas like general because there are messages that often come up for me. And
oh, okay.
Yep, Rusty's inside, outside, upside down. He's just being happy cat. So, big cat. You already know that. So,
do you still smoke, David? I'm on those non-smoking pills, but they make me so ill. But I've took myself down to half a pill instead of a whole one, twice a day, and I'm feeling much better. And it's kicking the craving a bit. But I would like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think they have a pill for food eaters.
I'm sure they do, Michelle. They have pills that make you feel full. They have all that stuff. Yeah, they do. And you can get injections now. That's what you need, Michelle. Get on the what's it called? Ozempic?
No, I'm waiting for the pill form whenever that comes out.
Oh my God. Why? Because you don't want an injection?
I don't like jabs.
My God. What you... My dog has 2 jabs a day, and you can't even do a jab to make you healthier.
Well, people with diabetes and animals on diabetes don't really have a choice. Because the way the insulin would be processed and was in the pill in the body basically would render it ineffective. Because it would have to be absorbed by the stomach at a very quick rate, and that's may not be quick enough.
Yeah, remember if you're using those pills, keep smoking while you're on them. Don't just, I'm taking a pill, I'm not going to smoke. It doesn't work like that. You got to, the pills will make you stop urging for one. And then you're going to pick a day, so.
Yeah, there is some side effects of Ozempic and the other one, glutathione or whatever, that your doctor needs to watch out for. It's not a miracle medication for everybody. It might work for most people, but there are some people that have very bad reactions with it.
Well, I'd take the side effects because it's the long term you got to worry about. People cannot survive and live a long life if they're unhealthy. That includes me.
I understand now. I'm not saying anyone should go ahead and voluntarily live unhealthy. But there are people that, the medications, for example, some medications, if not properly monitored, have many side effects which may not be publicly known about. For example, how much damage, for example, do statins do to your body if not properly monitored? Certain medications, for example, weaken teeth, for example. This is a fact. Or the statins will do is it because it's designed to control the low density cholesterol. Well, what do you think one of the insulating things is around your nerves? Is low density cholesterol. If it eats up all that, it's going to literally expose your nerves. You're going to be feeling extreme pain. It could result in symptoms of fibromyalgia.
Morning, Dawn. Yeah, a lot of pills. I take pills that have side effects that I have to take pills for. So I take pills for my pills.
I know.
Crazy.
And then all of a sudden you're on a pill treadmill. So your doctors, of course, are trying to find the right balance. And that is a lot of work to do. Keep up with that, treadmill. It's exhausting.
So David had a Zempic, whatever it's called.
He's had a Zempic and
it messed with his stomach.
Hi, Dawn. How you doing today? Good morning to you.
Okay, Braindead, I have to tell you about her switching her camera. She has to be that close to her screen to read what we're saying.
Right. So the only other, besides that, all my cameras are bolted to the wall. So this here.
But then you got her back.
Is my screen.
She's got to be like
you can see my head.
2 inches away from that screen. So how do you get a camera?
Actually, closer to
you're closer than that.
About 6 fingers.
Really? Okay, read what I just said.
Depending on how large it is, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, you're in more than 6 fingers.
So this desk was set up the best to support.
Is there any way this camera that you're using now could be pulled back, or are we going to hit the wall? We are on the wall.
It's already on the wall. It's already nailed. It's already screwed to the wall.
Right.
I'll show you. Because I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were close to the wall. Yeah.
That's the camera right there.
How about you zoom out a little bit? Can you zoom out a little bit to widen the angle?
No, I already got the widest angle lens I can. That works with the green screen.
Morning, Chris, with your 8
Besides, if you zoom it out, you're still not going to see much of my face. And then we have to get a bigger green screen because then green screen will be too small.
We have done this all before, I remember now. And the problem is that she bends down to look at that screen.
Right.
So yeah.
So the camera's kind of fixed in place. Just this one over here, however, this one is kind of adjustable, but there's not much of a difference of a shot. Because when I'm over here like this, that's when you see me, your silver moon. Okay. And then I just swing the microphone over here so that you can still hear me.
That's a good. Is that better, Braindead? But then she's got to read. She's going to scoop down there.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, now we've lost you. Oh. Yeah.
Maybe someday if they ever make a transparent monitor or something.
Yeah, that's what you need, a transparent monitor.
Well, in a way, you mean like the screen that you see on the side chat here on my screen there, if that was an actual monitor?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's
I'd
like
still be too freaking far away. So this desk is set up for the best work for me to.
what about glasses that you could read the chat with? Like glass, do they make those?
So that's the problem also too, is the captions are up here. Let me show you what I'm talking about now. Yeah. See, there's the caption set. Tiger Kitty's saying right now. Everything is coming up on the screen, and it's especially important for when there's many captions, they're also down there in the bottom of the screen. So that's the reason why we have the set we do, is because we're trying to make best with what we got.
Yeah, it used to be fair, Michelle. It used to be worse than this. You used to be off the side of the screen. You are better now than.
Sometimes if you see me working on a computer over here real quick, I'll just quickly swing over there to check something. I was able to adjust the camera angle a little more so you could see more of me. So I mean, you know, you're visually impaired. You got to try to find something that works for everybody, and that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, maybe not. Sometimes I do make the screen bigger, but then it shrinks. Then all the other text on the other screen gets cropped off, and then I can't get all the stats I need to see at the same time on the other window. So
glasses with a monitor built in is a great idea if they could make that, because the closer the better for Michelle.
Well, I mean, we tried to avert those VR glasses, like at the game time, which is interesting.
Did it work? Did you see everything?
It was a game. It was a game for the game, for space game.
Yeah,
they worked.
Could you see what was going on?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
But I'm sorry, but Apple Vision Pro still cost a bloody fortune.
I've got a set here. I've got who makes
them? You bought Apple Vision Pros for $3,000?
No, let me go look. I got them for I got a lot of nieces and nephews that are a certain age.
Oh, you bought the Amazon or the Meta ones?
I got Meta Quest 2.
Right, the Meta Quest. Oculus. Meta bought Oculus, right? Okay. The only thing is that most of the time, I noticed that even though it was the game, those goggles were heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they were meant to be a little bit heavy so that because they'd be used every day by the game player, and they needed to be heavy enough.
They need to be robust, I guess.
They had to be tough, yeah.
There's a thing on there where you can go on and meet up with people in other worlds and talk to them and everything.
Oh yeah, I know. Apple Vision Pro's got this feature of augmented reality, which is kind of cool. But unfortunately, as one person with stubbornness was pointed out, you need to make some adjustments on them so that your stubble nystagmus doesn't make your cursor go, because its cursor, when you're pointing at the thing with your eyes, it's going to move to there. You know. Right. So if you have the nystagmus, it's going to go. I have sunglasses with mirrors on the inside so I can see behind me. Yeah, I've seen those.
Maybe I should be on that metaverse instead of on YouTube. Maybe I'll get on there later.
Yeah. Well, I'm still want to consider the violin. Now, I'm still kind of tossed up between an electric or an acoustic. It's the acoustic one, of course, is the classic violin that everybody loves. But
how are you going to learn to play the violin? Watch YouTube videos.
yeah, there are lots of YouTube training videos on the violin. I still watch a lot of them. Even now.
I did about 2 violin lessons when I was a kid.
Well, a lot of people don't like violins as a kid.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all.
But then it wasn't really your choice, apparently. It was your parents' choice.
No, it's school's choice.
It's the school's choice. So basically, it's the same way. You didn't choose to learn to play. Somebody else is saying you should play this.
Right. We started off with recorders, doing three blind mice. I could still play that.
Yeah,
I remember the notes.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, I still remember. I could play Three Blind Mice for you on a recorder right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to order a recorder, Michelle, and do that.
The recorder is actually pretty inexpensive. I mean, you can get a nice, inexpensive plastic one. Unlike a violin, there's nothing wrong with mass-produced recorders. I mean, if you want to get the real one made out of wood, that's going to cost you a little more. But, most people can get along fine with a plastic recorder. But the biggest problem with all these instruments is I don't have a million places to put them. So, like I said, I was listening to the pros and cons of the electric versus the acoustic violin. And one guy that bought an electric violin straight away said, "I really wish I bought an acoustic one first," because he said, I hate when my 9-volt battery goes dead, and I forgot to turn it off the night before, after I put it back in the case."
I would start off with a normal. I would get a second-hand one to piss about on. And then if I enjoyed it...
Sure, absolutely. I was thinking about the same thing. Either you can get one from an antique shop or something, but, make sure...
Antique shop? Just get a second... It doesn't have to be some famous person's...
No. Definitely not. I mean, I would definitely say is you can get one of those starter instruments on Amazon, too. Especially if you think it's just going to be a quick flight of fancy. At least you're not going to be out a huge number of thousands of dollars or pounds. Some violins go for insane amounts. We're not even talking about a Stradivarius here. We're just talking about some high-quality violins that cost as much as $50,000, $60,000 or about, about 30,000, 40,000 pounds. I'm not gonna go there. That's crazy. I can't afford that.
Yeah. It's just like a little hobby you want to, and you need to know if you enjoy it. You might find that you don't enjoy it. You like the idea of it, but you don't actually like playing it.
You might say, just put the violin in the corner and put it on the wall and say, "Fuck it," right?
Yeah. I do see you with an organ more than a violin, to be honest, because I see a violin as more dainty. You got to make sure that you...
I love organs too, but the problem is that most people don't have room for a pipe organ in their home. I mean, the Hammond B3 tone wheel organs are great, but they're very bulky, and especially if you put a Leslie speaker on them, that's going to take, pretty much the entire wall over here. That whole wall would be covered by, the green screen is about the size of the organ and the Leslie. So, and even if you buy a Lowry, it's still going to take a good portion of that space. So, yeah, you need to try to find out what's a compromise. The electric pianos are also kind of clunky because they got 88 keys, but on the other hand, if you got the space and you got...
again, you'd start off small, so you just buy a normal little organ.
Well, a normal little keyboard, you mean? Like a 49-key keyboard. I had one of those, and my mom and dad still have it. My aunt, my niece played with it, and her and her brothers and sisters played with my original Casio. You know,
Well,
it has
let's just
8
go get
instruments on it.
Michelle. Why don't we just go get your original Casio from your mum? Send her a message and say, "Mum, you still got that Casio? I'm interested in
Knowing
taking it
my
up."
rotten luck, the thing has probably been beat to hell. But you know what? I'll tell you what I want to do. If I was to go with the keyboard, I probably would just get a brand new one from Casio, which has the built-in tone bank feature, which is something I really wish I had back then, with the special effects. Ideally, one with MIDI input and output, so I can plug it into the computer and use it with GarageBand to do links, loops, and sequences, and things like that through MIDI, which is great if you want to do loops and sequences and special effects.
Yeah, I think that's.
And
You know, I actually remember playing the bells and the triangle when I was in very little.
yeah, well, triangle itself is not that hard to play. It's just a simple percussion instrument. Playing the xylophone was fun.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I didn't try the big glockenspiels that they have in orchestral glockenspiels. Those are neat looking, and some of the really huge commercial orchestral xylophones are quite a blast. Ones we had in my music school were wooden keyed xylophones. I think they were closer to I think maybe alto range. They weren't sopranos. Sopranos were the really high pitched ones, usually the metal keys. But it was a pretty cool sounding one, though. You know, you could get. But there's something about a violin that just interests me. It just resonates with my soul. I love the viola too. That's one reason I'm trying to say. Do I want to go with a violin or viola? Viola is a little deeper than the violin. But like the cello is based on what clef is that one there? I call it the baritone clef. That's not actually what it's known as, but let's call it that baritone clef because it looks like a stylized B, which is kind of confusing because when you reading music for a cello or viola, you gotta remember you're dealing with a cleft that's just rare enough that most people have no idea what a baritone clef is. Basically, it's the middle range. You got your bass clef, which is most people seen, and you got the treble clef. But that one that we're talking about is the middle clef, and I think it's actually technically called an alto clef, but it looks like a B, so we'll call it baritone clef. It's just a very unusual to find music. Now, because of my eyesight, reading sheet music would be a challenge to play sheet music and read in situ. So I would be probably more like playing more by ear.
Can you read music?
I can read some, yeah.
Oh.
The media output Casio is a little more expensive. The one that was pretty good tone bank with lights up keys. You can, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. Minis actually come down a lot in price now. I mean, you can get a nice, decent MIDI keyboard with, tone bank Casio or Yamaha for maybe about entry price of about $140 if you really want to go real cheap. But there's a cost with real cheap too. I would say definitely probably go for a little more money than that. Maybe about $180 would probably be a decent one with a tone bank. Maybe one that you can let you download your own homemade instrument sounds, so you can use it as a sampler. But right now, let's just try to aim for one goal and not try to go with 15,000 of them, because that's how all the trouble starts.
And start off small, Michelle. So, like you say, if you're not into it, it's no big loss.
Yeah. And a violin is small. The only thing is, I don't know of any local Luthers, so if my sound post ever falls with an acoustic, I'd be screwed. Unless I learn how to set my own sound post, which I did watch video on it. It's not hard. It's just, it's ideally, as one Luther said, it really needs to be set by a pro.
What about this idea, Michelle? How about you sell the brow machine and then put all the money you get from your brow machine into your next adventure? And then if you don't like the next adventure, you do the same thing. So you just...
I'm not selling that because I might be needing that sooner than you think, because of my cataract, my eye. I'm still trying to learn it. I've committed to that. I want to get this thing where I can use it more for...
All right. It was just an idea. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the middle of the range. I can read sheet music, but it's like chicken scratch to me. Well, I always thought sheet music was kind of interesting as a kid, knowing about, things like sharps and time and tempo, bass clef, treble clef, all this stuff that is associated.
Who invented sheet music?
I don't know. I think it evolved over many, many centuries. I don't think any one person created it.
Oh, someone must have done the little.
Somebody may have came up with the idea long, long ago. But how long ago? I
never thought about it.
At least 1,000 years ago. Because remember, during the Renaissance, remember, Antonio Stradivari was already making his violins, 1624. So you're talking about way before even the Stradivarius violin showed up. I mean, it could have been maybe created in 1000 AD. It could have been created even earlier than that.
It was a monk in the 11th century.
Okay, I'm sure that might be true.
Italian.
Possibly.
It's beautiful, isn't it? If you look at sheet music and the symbols and everything. They did a good job on symbols and...
Yeah. You haven't seen musical Braille yet, have you? That is weird. Musical Braille is something that exists for musicians that are blind, that they can just, like with sheet music, they'll be printed out or embossed onto material, like in a music book, and it's Braille. And it does the same job. They could read where the notes are, the type notes, the tied notes, the chords, everything. It's all...
Oh, wow, Galaxy. I bet when you were a kid, your mum on the piano and your dad on the guitar and the accordion.
So did you guys ever just go out there, sit in the living room and just jam?
Nobody in my family can play nothing. I can't think of anybody that plays a musical instrument. Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Well, like I said, my father long ago told us a story about how he ended up with the accordion. It was kind of interesting, actually. Apparently, I guess he won it in a card game. And and my dad also had a hidden stash of recording of organ music books. Apparently, I guess my dad was interested in the organ too. So,
well, back then you needed things to do, didn't you? You didn't have the internet and the TV and all that crap. Oh, I bet there's less people taking up music now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. There's less people taking up music, but some people just kind of gravitate towards certain instruments naturally.
That's true. Some people are natural, aren't they? Some people can just pick something up and...
I mean, who knows what it might be like once I can finally get my bow rosined up and I basically figure out how to get the strings tuned. How do I know? I might end up being a prodigy, you know? All of a sudden I'm playing.
Oh, granddad, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I just find that weird because nobody in my family can sing, play an instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like that.
I mean, I can sing. Of course, some people sound like a cow, but
You're all right, Michelle.
at least God likes my happy music. Most other people can't stand it.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different singers that make it in this world. There's people that scream. There's people that, you know.
Well, the question is, well, between acoustic and electric, as I was talking to ChatGPT about, is that I live in a building with 10 apartments, 4 on this floor and 6 downstairs. As how would be the best way to? So 6 on this floor, 4 downstairs. The point is that I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I know that an acoustic violin, even when a practice music, isn't going to be silent. So you're still going to.
Well, let's not forget, Michelle, you're very good on the colander.
Yeah.
You've got the colander.
That's something that nobody would consider much of an instrument.
No, your colander is definitely a good colander. Mine doesn't sound like yours. You have different sounds coming out of yours. Mine just goes thud.
Yeah, because yours is probably plastic, right?
I got a metal one as well, but it's not as tingy as yours.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much of a ring modulus. Yeah, modulo. Yeah, it was lucky. I just happened to originally.
Michelle, read Galaxy's comment up there, what she plays.
Let's see. Then the thing is that how music works. That sounds interesting. But the thing I find is funny is that, like I said, I love music. I listen to all kinds. And like I was saying, the Gaming Fairy, I'd like to try to play some of the other records in my collection I play that personally that I don't play on the show because no one really. I don't think most people really would like it because they're not modern music.
Like what?
Billy Vaughn, Andre Castellanets.
Michelle, if you want to play a bit of your music, play some of your music. I mean, it's not a one kind of music show, is it? You play a bit of everything.
Yeah.
But don't.
A lot of my records end up basically just kind of being ignored because no one really knows the artists. But I really, really would like to try to broaden out onto more music types. For example, I'm not going to play it now because of copyright, but let's play this one. This record here, this one of those compilation records.
Oh, yeah. Rhapsodies for the Young.
Lovers.
Oh.
It's the American songs. And then we have the same thing with Latino beat.
Oh. I would put a few on, but I wouldn't, drown your show with those.
The problem is that my channel is so small right now. I don't want to alienate the few listeners I get. But
I'm sure if you threw a few of those on, it would be all right. As long as you didn't, play the whole album, then put another one the same on, and just mix it up, Michelle. That's what radio stations do. They play a bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah, the Books for Dummies series, nothing wrong with those. I've certainly read plenty of those. Yeah, the calendar is actually kind of interesting because there are also people who play the handsaw, which is another instrument you don't really think about,
Handsaw.
Yeah, like a carpenter saw. People actually play that as an instrument. They even make ones that are designed as musical instruments that kind of work similar to hand saws you can get at Home Depot. You hold them the same way, but they're designed to bend and
When I went to Orleans, there was a man playing a washboard.
Yeah, that's another interesting effect, playing the washboard, yeah. I remember I was in 4th grade. I heard the first violin being played, an electric violin with effects pedals. And he was, that's actually when I first heard the violin. I'm like, yeah! Unlike an electric guitar, it's smaller. I mean, which is true. And this guy was jamming on it, with the effects pedals and stuff like that. He was a professional musician, though. Not exactly the same as me. Basically trying to figure out how to get a beautiful tone out of the thing, but how do I know? I mean, like me and Gaming Fairy were listening to Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opera, some of the bluegrass music. It's like that sounds like I could easily do that on a violin. It's not that it didn't sound too crazy hard to play. May not be exactly the same thing as a professional concert violinist would play, but happy noises.
Right.
And sync. Why do 10 violins not only twice as loud as one? I don't know. Good question. My dad used to buy those books, the dummy series. Yeah. My cousin's done his live tracks for our songs to blend in with stripped down AI. Yeah, the miter saw. That's the power instrument. Actually, they have a human powered miter saw too. Yeah, we call it a miter box or a back saw.
I've never seen anybody play power tools before, but I have seen Michelle make cakes with an electric drill.
Yeah, I use it as a mixer. It's mixed cake batter.
I remember that icing you made. You wanted to make your cake low fat. So you made icing with cornstarch and water.
That was too much cornstarch.
Cornstarch icing with water. Ooh.
Yeah, sugar, cornstarch, or saccharin, cornstarch, and water.
Yeah.
Probably made a bit of wall paste that it did frosting, but. Yeah, it is. Now, take your standard kitchen pots and pans, which are the kitchen utensils. Some of them have a very interesting sound to them.
I've seen people fill glasses up with water to different levels and then.
Oh yeah, the aromatica is a series of nested bowls that are dipped in the water, which you play with your fingers. There are various sized glass bowls nested within glass bowls that are gently turning, usually by electric or by a foot pedal, that you play with your fingertips. Obviously, it's very delicate because it's glass and you can break it, but it's an interesting instrument sound to it. Very haunting. The instrument and can be used as a drum plate with a spoon or a cymbal. Yep. During the convocation, we use it like a bell to summon the spirits. Yeah. Same thing with a tambourine when you think about it. It's you can get the tambourines without the tops. You can get the tambourines with the tops, obviously. Well, if you got one with the top, you got the sound, but you get the jingles on the outside. Or like you hear in Walk Like an Egyptian, you can hear the tambourine being shaken. That's a tambourine. Now, I wonder what it would sound like if you had one of those really big, badass bowls like I've seen some people use in commercial kitchens. Oh, jeez. Big 48-inch ones? Okay, hold that up. Bong! The shape is important because if the shape is wrong, it's gonna really be detuned. I found mine quite by accident when I was washing one day and it dropped and the sink and went clang. I went, whoa, that is groovy, man. And then I just happened to just tap it with a knife and I was like, oh man, this sucks. Hello, Brain Dead. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
You know what's also interesting? I've seen some things done with other instruments that were just regular kitchen utensils.
The spoons, Michelle. You can't forget the spoons.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Can you play the spoons, Michelle?
I probably could. I think I have done it once or twice on the show, actually.
Don't run and don't run. Go get a couple of spoons, unless I'm going to go get a couple and we'll both try and do it.
Well, you like drums?
Hang on, Michelle. Do we need big spoons or the little spoons? Anyone know?
I'm just tapping my fingers on the desk.
Oh. I'm going to get little spoons.
Yeah, it'd probably be better.
It sounds more like a V-twin on a motorcycle, an idle. I'm picking up the pace. That's a 4-cylinder. Well, yeah, so there's different things. And also, for those of you who have GarageBand, you can actually use your computer keyboard to act as an instrument too. So you can play on your regular keyboard as a musical keyboard. It's not great, but you can get like at least the octave worth of keys and flats and sharps. It'll get you started.
Soundgarden or Audio Slave? I don't know. I think.
Yeah.
Fuck this, Michelle. I'll give up on.
I just like that Winslow guy. Does all those sound effects with his mouth, which is kind of cool. From Police Academy. That guy's fun.
You're never going to perfect the spoons if you give up that fast, Tiger.
Oh, fuck it. If it doesn't, no. That is how I am, actually. I have no patience. I tried crocheting. Just threw it to the ground. No. Knitting. No.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have the patience to do crocheting or knitting. I know my mother does knitting, but...
And also, when I'm knitting, I'm not counting shit. You know, who's concentrating, counting stitches and things like that? And then I always end up dropping one. There's a hole in it. It's just not fucking worth the energy. Not when you can buy a jumper for cheap.
I can see that being a good, like, I probably can't even do it, but it'd be like a good pastime in jail.
Yeah. Oh, I love people that, Jem, you should see some of the shit Jem makes. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. She can make flowers. Crocheting flowers, Jem.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah. Sounds interesting. I think it's a lot of work to do that.
Amazing.
I thought she was showing us some stuff one day. I think.
I just haven't. I think it'd make my fingers hurt as well. Keep tapping away like that. Anyway, also, No, it's not good luck for me.
So, unfortunately, like I said, with the new policy regarding the repealing of de minimis, I wonder now how that would affect the price of the violin from Amazon. I don't think it would affect ones that are still sitting in the warehouse, but the ones that need to be imported in from China are going to definitely cost a larger amount of money.
Have a look on Temu, Michelle.
That's where you think is one of the shop shippers from China, and they're being affected by de minimis too, so they're going to have to start charging duties on anything that comes into the United States. So a lot of shippers are suspending shipments to the United States until they get the clear understanding of the new policies.
You haven't even looked. But there's one on Temu.
No, Temu is crap. I actually have watched some reviews about Temu violins. They're crap. They're not even student grade. They're just crap. Curious side things that sound horrible. They're built horrible.
I think you should call around, like if you're serious about it, you should call around pawn shops that are, like I know there's probably not one right next to you, but like kind of close to you.
We don't have a pawn shop anymore. We used to have one at Winston. It's gone now.
Yeah, I'm aware. So I'm saying like, you know, a little bit farther out maybe, then you can get an Uber there and back, and you can go get you a used one.
Michelle,
I mean,
don't they have a thing? You're on Facebook, aren't you, Michelle? Don't they have a thing, Facebook Marketplace or something
yeah,
like that?
I know about that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea too.
I don't. They never did anything on Facebook Marketplace, but I have bought stuff on eBay many times. Many times. Not about musical instrument though. The thing is I would be very, very concerned, especially with an acoustic violin, is shipping them, because the fact is that sound post falls. You know, you're going to have to set the sound post again, and while the process itself is not hard, the problem is that its position is critical in location to the bridge. So if that is in the wrong place, it's going to sound awful.
Well, Facebook Marketplace is like local. They come to you or you meet them somewhere. They wouldn't be shipping it.
Well, I don't know exactly, because I know that a lot of European shippers are not shipping to the U.S. right now because of the de minimis changes. And the same thing applying to the Chinese sellers. They're not sure how the duties are going to be paid. Is it going to be paid by the seller and is added to the price? Or is it going to be paid by the customer at the time of delivery? These are questions that need to be known. How that's going to be made. Repealing of de minimis. It's going to really affect shipping of small things under $800. So, and we're not talking about an expensive violin here. We're talking about $120 for an acoustic. You're talking, how much does it mean if the tariffs and duties going to be added to that price? It has to be imported from China. You're talking about, you're going to think it will cost you $300 by the time it gets to you. Yeah.
Solo.
Hi, Parasolo.
Yeah, a lot of it is local because it's been drop shipped to a warehouse in the United States. So theoretically, as long as it's in the American warehouse, you're fine. But the minute they have to order more and send it to you from to the warehouse from China, it's gonna cost you. You know. So obviously the local goods that are in the warehouse probably... See, that's one reason. It's funny, I bought those cables for my computer monitor, right? Now, those same cables went up a lot in price when I got them for the price I did, because it was before the tariffs went into effect. Now, wow, very expensive.
I'm amazed you even have to buy cables. I would think you would have one.
Well, I needed a HDMI to display port so that I could use it for certain things. And then I bought a VGA to display port so I can use my my modern DisplayPort monitor. It's been my old computers, which don't do DisplayPort or HDMI. So, and then I bought a cable, which I didn't guarantee was going to work, but I tried it anyway. It was a USB to FireWire. The Mac absolutely did not even recognize it. So, but like Lumi said, is the first question is, does it need a driver? I said it doesn't even show up as a device at all in the USB scan. And someone says, so you need to make sure you have the legacy OHCI driver installed. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know if my Mac has a legacy OHCI driver, but I know my Windows 10 machine don't. So,
What are you having for your dinner today, Michelle?
what?
What are you having for your dinner today?
Probably fish and chips, maybe, or maybe I'll make some pasta with butter because I'm out of other things. Oh no, I got plenty of fish. I got plenty of chicken.
No hot dogs left.
And no hot dogs, no. But right now, I got plenty
Fish and
of
chips is a good choice. I love fish and chips.
Yeah, well, last night I had chicken breast with chips.
Oh, did you make that?
Yeah, I just put them in the breaded chicken fillet breasts in the toaster oven along with the French fries, and just cooked them for 32 minutes, 35 minutes.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, quick and fast. And you do the same thing again. This time it'll be fish fillets instead of chicken.
Yum.
That's why I bought so much extra French fries, chips, and chicken patties and fish fillets, so that I have enough food for the week, for the month. And then,
that's great.
You know, and then of course next Saturday we'll have another 7-inch pizza again. Phone a 7-inch pizza is about as much as my stomach can handle, really, on a regular basis.
Really? I mean, you could get the bigger ones if it's cheaper and just have half one night and then heat up the other half.
Yeah, I could do that. I've done
but
that.
Michelle, I can eat a whole frozen pizza if I'm not eating nothing else.
Right, absolutely. I can, but the thing is, most frozen pizzas is, especially actually anything with pepperoni, which is processed meat, is you gotta watch out for nitrites.
Oh,
nitrites are not good for you.
You say a 7-inch pizza? I feel like I ate a 10-inch one last night, and that was pretty small. Unless I'm remembering wrong.
Yeah, it's about the size of a stack of 45 records.
Which brand is it, Michelle?
I bought DiGiorno stuffed crust cheese.
I don't like DiGiorno. I like Red Baron.
Red Baron's okay. Thin crust, it's not my thing. I don't like thin crust pizza too much.
No, I do. I don't like that thick crust with all the cheese in it, stuffed crust. Ugh. I don't know how you can stomach all that cheese.
No, all these frozen pizzas like the Mama Costa's ain't so bad. Take a 12-inch one, like you said, just eat half of it one night and half of it the other night. It's cheap.
Yeah.
Hey, Krista.
Hi, Krista.
Hi, Krista. How you doing today?
When are you moving, Krista, back to Winstead?
I think she's supposed to be around October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like
or whenever an opening comes in, actually.
I like a thin crust because it doesn't have all that red sauce on it. Too much of that makes me sick.
Oh,
too much red sauce? Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Gives me a heartburn.
It's funny how you like pizza sauce, but you don't like ketchup, Michelle, isn't it? I guess they don't taste the same.
Oh, they don't taste the same, but...
That's just the same color, Tiger.
Yeah. Like, I could not drink tomato sauce.
Oh, no.
Like, no, I mean the drink, tomato juice.
Like in a Shirley Temple or something like that.
Or
a Bloody Mary.
Not great. Hey, Tina.
How you doing, Tina? Yeah, so I I definitely I still want to get that violin. As I said, it's not just one of those things I just came up with the last minute. As you know, I've been wanting to get one for over 10 years, and I still want to do it because it's, come on, 10 years is a freaking long time to just wait, you know. But then back then, 10 years ago, I didn't really have more than 2 nickels to rub together. So trying to imagine buying a violin on Amazon when you couldn't barely come up with 2 nickels to pay your bills isn't exactly an option. Priorities first, you know.
Yep.
Make sure your rent's paid, make sure your lights are on, make sure your heat works. You know.
Whatever happened with the therapy? Is that over?
No, I'm still doing it. I just paid for 4 sessions, $180 for 4 sessions for the upcoming block of time. So,
yeah, why don't you you could have had your violin out of all those sessions.
Sure, I could have gotten the violin instead of the sessions, but right now, I think for the immediate point, the sessions are kind of more important because what happened yesterday with Stan CT really put me in a very bad funk. People don't realize how much what Stan was saying was so upsetting to me. Dawn and I...
Michelle, let me explain. Am I echoing?
Yeah,
no,
you are.
I don't think you need to explain, because it's Stan CT that needs to explain. Let me explain why I'm saying that. He lately has been, actually for me, it's been a lot more than just lately, but he seems to have a fixation on death. I don't know what's going on in his own personal life. I don't really want to know. Okay, it's his personal life. That's fine. But he thinks just because he's doing good health-wise, as far as I know, and he's going to the gym, and he's working out, and he's got a beautiful girl he loves, and he's happy. And that's great. No problem there. That he thinks it's good to criticize another individual that is struggling, but still making an effort to try to make better decisions. And then he's sitting there going, oh, well, I think somebody else could do better decisions for you. I'm going to take away your freedoms. No, you're not.
Stan can't take away your freedom. I've got to go out and come
He's
back.
talking about going into a rest home. That means you're taking away a person's freedoms. He's talking about getting conservatives. That's taking away a person's freedoms. I'm sorry, but I'm like the state of New Hampshire. Live free or die. Okay? I am used to being my own person. I've always have been. And I don't want somebody taking away my liberties. Ever. And that also means, of course, there's responsibilities, which means if you mess up, guess what? It's your fault. It's no one else's.
Well, Michelle, we don't got to go back through it, but I think people are just worried about your health, you know, with your age increasing and stuff.
Well, I worry about my health too. That's why I'm trying to make better choices. You know,
have you noticed I'm echoing?
Yeah, and now your picture's completely red too.
Yeah, you totally went off the screen there.
Oh, your camera's on, I think.
Oh, she has to adjust the camera, yeah. But the point is that, see, Brandon, the thing is that, you know, I've been trying to make changes for the better. And that's the thing that people don't understand. But then again, people don't really know the backstory of what's going on. All they just know is what they see on the internet. They don't know me. Except Krista. Krista knows me in person. And she knows that I have always been very careful about things. But the way the Stan keeps making it sound like it's almost like he wants me to be dead in 5 years. Same with Noodles. They're not saying is, we know Michelle is making an effort, and we hope that Michelle will be successful and that she will live for a long, long time. Well, I'll be honest, we don't know how long time is. It depends on the Grim Reaper. I mean, we could be here for another 20 years. We could be here for another 5 minutes. It's not really up to us. In the end, it's when we complete our soul contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that, David. Yes. you know. So, you know, and then even yesterday in the video, he was trying to argue his point of view, and I just basically got so disgusted with him, I just totally deleted the comment. I didn't even want to hear it. I just didn't want to deal with it because he upset me so much. And I mean, for some people, it may not make a lot of sense, but you know, I mean, for me, that's my sore spot. You know, is listening to people almost sound like they wish ill will, even if they think they're trying to be helpful. I mean, there's ways to do it without making the person feel worse about the situation, you know. I mean, he's saying, my apartment is like blah, 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 and all that. First of all, and then he says, and so says a few others, oh, you'll never move. You'll never make an effort to move. You'll just sit there and rot for the rest of your life. Not necessarily my goal, but, you know, some people it takes longer to get them to things in order to get them to move. It's not like an instant, you know, like I can be out of here in 3 minutes kind of thing. You know, I have to remember I don't have a lot of close family, and I don't have a lot of resources to pay movers. So you have to take things one day at a time.
Yeah, but you also got to try to like plan out a little farther sometimes, and I think.
In the case of moving to Kentucky, that's the thing that I planned to move there in a year's time, not right now, because the moving costs $2,500 for a truck, and or a pod. If I got a pod, I mean, this will be easier because then I could just get everybody shove everything in my pod, and then have them pick it up and bring it to my new apartment, which I would have to secure first.
Testing.
There you go. You're good now.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, though, Michelle. Like, I feel like what Noodles was trying to say yesterday is, like, if you could look, earlier to find somewhere on the first floor, like,
I will say, the apartments I was looking at in Paducah were on the first floor.
That's it. Okay.
Paducah. Michelle, can we get the Paducah shit gone?
You're trying to be more realistic about stuff, Michelle.
Yeah, let's just
try to be more realistic in a place that is less expensive. Connecticut is just gotten to be too expensive right now. And this state is a sanctuary state. Okay, let's talk about this.
Doing it. Krista's getting by. I mean, other people are managing. We just keep looking for something on the lower level. For now, you can always do Paducah in a few years or something. But it is a great idea to get you on a lower level so that your mobility...
But I also need to change the pace anyway, because let's be honest, Tiger, I've been in Connecticut most of my life. I've grown kind of jaded. I've been here a long time. So I want to try something new opportunities, new environment, new people. So there is that. I want to try something different.
Yeah, but that kind of, I don't know. It worries me that you go somewhere you don't know anybody.
Yeah, you might not have
nobody there, Michelle, to friggin' help you. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you take yourself and lump yourself somewhere where you know nobody? There's nobody there that can help you, get to you in an emergency or anything like that.
Especially at your age, once you commit to something like that, you're gonna, if you go there and you find out it was a bad idea, you're gonna be stuck.
I hate it. Whoa.
Yeah, then you'll be stuck there. And at least like,
okay, the other thing is that unfortunately is fact. Connecticut is extremely expensive.
Okay.
I can tell you right now, I've looked at the prices of apartments in Connecticut. They are very pricey. Even this apartment is on the low end of Connecticut rentals, But if you look at the average one bedroom in Connecticut, it's about $1,200 a month.
I agree, Michelle. Eric comes fucking again.
Oh, Ed's not coming back again.
No, I said Echo's back again.
I think
Now you're echoing.
it's on Michelle's end, I think. If you look at her thing.
Ooh, let's echo party.
Hello, Yasir. How you doing today?
Morning, Yashir.
Audience is not engaged. Oh, yeah, the audience is kind of engaged, but that's...
No, they're not.
They're doing their own things,
Boring them
too.
to tears.
Oh, they're just talking about the other stuff in the background, too. They always do.
No.
Chat's not frozen. Chat's moving. Yeah. Yeah, so, like I said, I looked into all the different options. So that's why I said the goal for next year. But I'm going to keep it open-ended because things change. You know. But at least I think it's a reasonable time period to at least keep looking. Keep the super chats, super stickers, super things coming, and maybe we can get it to happen.
Hey, there's Sean. We're half of the duo, Michelle.
Sean, we're echoing.
Yeah, Michelle, your audio has been glitching out today, and now it's echoing.
Well, my audio sounds fine on my side here.
Okay.
Oh, as long as you're all right. Can the chat hear an echo?
Yeah. So, let's see.
The worst thing about the
Morning,
echo
sis Sean. How
is
you
I hate
doing?
the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, I usually don't ever listen back because I don't want to hear it. My voice, I mean. I like your voice.
Don't.
Well, I don't hear any echo at all, so.
I will suffer for it.
I mean, it's possible Google Meets could be messing up, but that's not my problem. It's not my setup. My equipment didn't change.
Can the people in chat hear the echo? Oh, now it's not echoing.
No. No, it's not echoing in chat.
Hello? Hello?
Krista said she
Oh,
can't
it's
hear the echo. Yeah, it's gone now. Very nice.
It must be a Google Meets thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's a reasonable thing, but it's something that has to be planned. You can't just rush out the door and say I'm leaving in 2 weeks. That ain't gonna happen. That's foolhardy.
Yeah, I agree.
But on the other hand, if you say, well, my goal isn't about a year, but I'll keep I'll keep it open ended in case opportunities come up in other states. The problem is that Connecticut right now is going to be so expensive. It's a sanctuary state. Federal funding maybe cut the state of Connecticut.
Hey, shit.
Yeah. So.
Cuts. No money, ever no money.
Well, yeah, Michelle, if you're planning for a year also, you got to start saving money.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know what would cause the static sound. I mean, I've heard it on a few other channels too, the static.
It's your fan, Michelle, I think. Have you got your fan on?
I have a fan on.
Yeah.
Not right now. I have one on behind me, which is the one that's blowing air in from the outside. But that's not the fan that's right in front of me. That one's not on right now.
Oh, well, that I heard that before I came up here, but it was not happening very often.
Yeah. Connecticut no longer is a sanctuary state.
You can't just say a year though and hope things will change in a year.
I don't know about that because Ned Lamont's still pushing it. That's part of the problem. And all the good services that would have been eligible for Connecticut residents, unfortunately, are still going to illegals to meet their quota. That's why I can't get the health care in the state I need. That's why I'm having a hard time getting a lot of things I need, because it's still technically a sanctuary state. I mean, I wish that would change that, but Connecticut is
To
just
be honest, Michelle, to wait that long for a dentist to do the work is crazy. What is it, 8 months?
yeah, because there's a huge number of people needing the same job done because of.
But if you ask, would they do it quicker?
If they had the what?
If you were if you wasn't on benefits, it would be done a lot quicker.
No, because the problem is he said is we don't have enough periodontal specialists to do the dentistry quicker. There's a waiting list.
Oh.
Because so many people had to defer their teeth care, some of them are even worse off than me. So they're trying to deal with the worst first.
By the time 8 months go by, it's going to be a new situation. They're going to have to reevaluate.
Yeah, I mean, you can get
cavities. Oh, I know, brain dead. I already figured that out.
Yeah, I was just saying.
It's just stupid, but it's not because of my lack of consideration. It's not me making excuses.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that.
Hi, Jojo. Long time no see. Hope you're doing good.
I mean, these dentists are specialists, and that's the problem. It's not like a routine cleaning or making a filling. It's like there's only so many of these specialists in the state, and they're all kind of backlogged. And I don't think it's any better in other states too, because maybe there's some dental capital of the world state out there that has all the dentistry available at a moment's notice, but it's not Connecticut. Maybe California. I don't know.
Hey, best friend.
Noodles, how you doing?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Noodles.
Hey, best friend, how you doing?
So, Michelle, are you all pumped up for Friday?
What? Yeah. Friday, yes. That's the restaurant, yeah.
Have you looked at the menu, Michelle?
No. Did you send it to me?
Go online. Look it up, Michelle. I always do that. I always like to look at the menu before I go.
Hell.
Yeah, I like to see what I want to order and... Oh, yeah. Make sure I'm not missing out on anything.
Chris Bliss, could you please send me the menu, please, so I can look at it, since Noodles wants to see it live?
I don't think he wants to see it live. I think he just wants you to look at the menu.
I know. I just asked Chris Bliss to send it to me in the DM so I can look at it live.
I hope you're all right, Mojo. You look after yourself. And I'm going to England in June.
No, that's good, David S., but that doesn't change the state policies. That's the... Chicago's next. New York is after Chicago. ICE is going into both cities.
What's the restaurant called?
See, that's what I'm talking about. What's it called? Chris Bliss didn't send the information to me yet.
That's what she's talking about.
Just look up
it's a Japanese steakhouse.
Any hibachi.
Menu all the same. Okay.
Yeah. Any hibachi in West Hartford. So.
Any hibachi in West Hartford?
Recently, and it was really good.
So I guess Chris Bliss is saying, he says, don't worry about it. I'm paying for it. So just come, bring your stomach, and we'll figure it out.
Is it on Farmington Avenue?
That's what I was looking at today,
beef or shrimp. Obviously, I'll be eating a lot of chicken most likely.
Some of the dishes that Michelle could possibly have. Like, she's not going to eat shrimp. We know this. And we know that the Japanese
I
love
already know I'm
throwing
not eating shrimp, and I'm not
space.
eating I'm not eating sushi or sashimi.
I feel like I was talking about it a couple days ago. How sometimes shrimp is good if they make it right, and that's one of the places that makes it right.
Yeah, Michelle, they'll throw it in your mouth.
Yep. You guys got to tell them it's Michelle's birthday too.
Ice is in Connecticut. Vegetable
It's Louis'
overseas. Yes, they do.
Sweet potato roll.
It's called the Coma Steakhouse in West Hartford. KOMA Steakhouse in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Yeah, thumbs up this year. Yeah.
Well, Joe, I'm gonna be interested to see how this is gonna go. I mean, I know they have rice. You bet they have rice. So
Michelle, how do you eat the rice? Have you ever used chopsticks before, Michelle?
I tried as a kid because I had a neighbor that was Korean. That was kind of a futile exercise.
Oh, I think they do chicken and steak, Michelle, on the hibachi.
She used to make a pretty awesome Korean food. It's like pepper steak.
You can get chicken there, Michelle.
Yeah, I know they can get chicken there, beef. Yep.
You'll love
it. Sean wants to know if any of your birthdays are this weekend.
No.
Noodles, is Sean good?
September 13th.
Good egg, because he's the only one unmodded in the chat.
Sean is part of the, I believe, part of the
fitness
CrossFit
group.
People.
Yeah. Wait, isn't the other one John? Like Sean John, like the clothes?
John.
Yawn.
No, my birthday's on September 13th.
Yawn Clark.
That'd have been too easy if it was John.
Sean's still new here, so give him a few more weeks to get his blue wrench.
Hey Michelle, did you know that you were on a big live stream last night? You know that, right?
No.
What live stream?
This one had like over 1,000 people in there, Michelle, watching.
What was she doing?
I wasn't on any live stream last night.
Yeah, I know. But remember that thing I had you do, Michelle? We had that interview and I recorded it.
What did you do? Did you just take the video I shot after the morning show and put that up there?
Yeah. No, the one that you sent me, Michelle, and we recorded it. And you sent it.
I didn't record anything and give it to you.
Okay.
Michelle, it was a few days ago. We were talking about
Oh, you mean the other one about Rachella?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what came out of that one?
Noodles, what you didn't add to that is the amount of emails that Rachella has sent to Michelle begging her to take certain videos down.
Yeah,
they're going after her hard. I just kind of like wonder like what you know what bothers me, Tiger?
What?
Is that this woman Noodles, she doesn't know, right? She doesn't know what's going on, but all these people around her do. And I like Charlotte. I think Charlotte's funny. And Charlotte goes after this woman Noodles by calling her an uncle fucker or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they used to say about Charlotte? Charlotte had a kid very young. Remember that?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
And he was married. He was a married man, weren't he?
Charlotte doesn't even come on my show anymore.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all these people know what
Kirsty
they used to
and
say about
Charlotte used to come on my show.
Forget about it.
So what happened to Kirsty and Charlotte? They stopped coming to my show. Charlotte got mad at me. I remember that. But Kirsty, I don't remember why she left.
Because they got done trolling you, Michelle.
Yeah.
They got done trolling you.
So what did they get out of it? What did you get out of it? Nothing. Then they didn't get nothing in me.
Yeah, I'm going back to work. See you later.
Yeah. Okay. Brain dead. So I gave him a pizza best friend because the lighting was on the Saturday night show made his teeth look like that his teeth were bad and they weren't, and I apologized to him. I said I'm sorry. I couldn't tell really that well.
Yeah, no, Michelle. It's fine. We know you couldn't see it. Yashir has a great smile, Michelle. Beautiful skin. Large fucking nose. Big ass fucking nose. Very beautiful.
Christiana baby, okay. I know she was very happy lady in her own way. Definitely was fairly successful.
Yashir, that's the widest nose I've ever seen in my life. Yashir, go get a ruler. Go get a ruler and measure the width of your nose, Yashir. Is that the biggest nose you've ever seen, Tiger?
Oh dear.
Well, Charlotte and I got into a row over something. I forgot what it was.
Charlotte, the first time I met her, she was like, "Oh my God, you suck your ties." Like, oh God, shut up. Who cares? I was drunk. Big deal. God, first page of the newspaper. Who cares? Get over it. It's called having a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, now think about it, and then...
And Scotty Stacy came back for a while, and then she didn't stay around long.
No, she's whoa, she's a lot.
Yeah.
So, Michelle, you were on a very big live stream last night, Michelle. I can't believe you didn't know that. Thousands of people, Michelle.
So what are you going to do about the Rachella situation, though? That's the question.
Why is this Rachella thing coming up? I think what they did to her with Chatterbait was worse.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. So
Chatterbait
this is the amazing thing that all of a sudden these people are interested in it.
Yeah, but all of a sudden these people care. Where the fuck were they when it was all going on?
Yeah. And they all knew about it, except for.
Yeah,
so here's the thing: I can't say that about Noodles. Noodles had no idea. Noodles doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Like Dateline definitely knew about it because I think.
Yeah, I know.
All right, well, there's the panel. Now, since I have it on the screen, please watch for porn bombers. Don't worry, Michelle. I put that stream and private on my channel, so no one can see the link.
Or let Tina up because.
Okay.
I don't know if that's Tina and.
Go ahead.
See. Oh, you've took it up. All right.
Okay, let Tina on.
All right, she's here. Hi, Tina.
Hello.
No, it's
How you
Tina.
doing?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Hi.
Mojo wants to know what stream you're talking about, Noodles.
Dateline. Mojo. Dateline. 404, I think.
It was on. Mad Noodles had it last night. Jojo.
Who's behind who? We're going to be asking you a series of questions. You can give your answers to Ryan through the radio. So if you understand that, can you let him know?
Tina, are you live on the radio?
I'm trying to get my TV.
Are you
What?
Because I'm watching about paranormal.
Oh,
I love that stuff.
do you? You should go to PDX's channel. Although there's a lot of drama rather than
Good question. Do
paranormal.
you watch PDX's channel? What about
Do I?
David? What about David S and Parasolo's channels?
I know David S. goes to PDX.
Yeah, he
You know,
was the
Michelle,
beauty
I
expert.
have off Monday. If you want to take a trip to go meet up with Parasolo and go to Haunted House this weekend, you can do that too.
We could try. Monday, only problem is that, so that would mean that we would have to leave after Silver Moon Radio. And, is that going to be enough time? Because... And then I have to get back here for the morning show at 10 a.m. And then at 7 o'clock, we'll probably be playing some Turtle or Ascension WoW, me and Gaming Fairy. Most likely, privately off camera. And then, so...
Why do you keep saying that?
Yeah.
Privately off camera.
Who plays with you, Michelle? Just you and Gaming Fairy.
Just doing gaming on usually Monday. And then we do the vertical or the portrait streams on Tuesday and Thursday. And then we play Ascension WoW on Wednesday. And then Friday is usually free.
You know, Michelle Asmund Gold was saying that most people that play for WoW are gay as hell.
Who knows? Maybe they are. But the reason why he stopped playing was because he got into problems with Blizzard. That's why. And also, of course, and I would agree with this, that the set of WoW has gotten to be too much of a mess. It's like a layered cake on top of layered cake, and it's very hard to keep track of which storyline you're following. You know, which is absolutely true. I don't know why they did that. It's like they pile. It's like when you patch a highway, you put more asphalt on top of concrete, on top of asphalt, on top of gravel, on top of asphalt, and then. I mean, in a game, it's a real problem because it's like, well, which game rules am I playing with? And I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think the game is gonna be able to keep up with what they're doing. It's just too convoluted.
Is Red?
Hey, Brad, how you doing?
Gaming Fairy still together?
It's Brad. I don't even see Brad.
No, I said Red.
Oh, Red. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think to be.
Hey.
Hammer Nails, I'll take a look at your message after the show that you sent me in the DMs. I mean, if they want any supporting documents or whatever, you know, that's what I'm saying is I really think is... I'll have to check and see what the messages say. I know. Ha 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 ha. I saw the early illustration work.
Oh, so who won the Rusty thing, Michelle?
It's not.
The Rusty bar.
We've still got a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah, for these people who are really working hard on theirs.
The Rusty thing. Yeah, what is the story with that, guys? Did you put anything new in the artwork section?
I thought
it's
it
still
was
opening, guys. It's still opening for the artwork in the competition area. Place your
you've
artwork
got a
in
lot to beat if you want to beat mine, because mine is, well.
Hers is the best.
It is.
Yeah.
Wonder what new emoji I'm going to get.
Oh, by the way.
The emoji?
Speaking of laughter, this guy created this roach beater. Okay, it's on Discord. I shared it, and this engineer created this roach beater thingy, which obviously he didn't use a real roach for it because it'd be kind of hard. But he used a simulator roach. I think you gotta see this, guys. It'll probably bust out laughing.
Show it.
So let me pull this one up on the screen here. Oops. What do you keep doing? You keep hiding your chat on you. I know. Michelle moved the chat again. I know. How do you do that?
Time. You can't.
Why do you keep moving the chat?
Every time she goes to play a video, she hits the wrong buttons, plays the wrong. She'll play the ending of the show in a minute.
You keep your chat. I don't know how you do that. Okay, I find it out. Right, okay. So let's go there. This thing here is it's just the cutest. Oh, okay, not cute, but it's hilariously funny. People, I watched it. So let me pull up on the screen so you can see what it does. This thing here is it's a vertical, so okay. That's the device. I'm going to get it on the screen so you can see this. This is hilariously funny. Screen 3. Put this up on video. I'm just going to play this because it's kind of hilariously funny. It's a loop, so... where is that? When an engineer has nothing to do. Alright, so this is the device here on the screen, okay? Now I don't know if you can hear it, but we'll see if we get the sound working here, okay?
What is this crap?
This is kind of cute. It's what it does, it's funny.
It's a bug catching machine somebody's made. Oh! I smacked it to death.
See it from the beginning.
Michelle, that's not nice.
She loves every animal in the world but a roach.
Actually, I'd rather do that with some black flies. They're the ones that really annoy the piss out of me. The roach doesn't really bother me. It's the flies, the black flies in the summer. Those guys.
I hate the flies.
Yeah, I hate flies as well.
That's why I got zapper.
Did you see this new flesh-eating maggot that they that came into the country illegally?
Oh my god!
No.
So they're saying that it can affect people, but what happens is like if you get it, they can treat it. They're worried about people who are like say mentally ill or whatever. But
what's this now?
It's some flesh-eating maggot that comes from like South America. It's here, and they're worried about the livestock getting it. So they get in like little cuts or abrasions, and they can kill off the livestock, the maggot.
Lovely. Something else to kill me now.
Yeah.
I mean, you got flesh-eating amoeba that eats brains like a zombie. Brains. I need brains. Your brain looks tasty.
Brains.
Tina, say the pain.
The pain.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird how much.
How's the dating going with Noodles? Where you said he was going to take you out to a fancy restaurant.
Well, he
Well, I
hasn't.
said once she gets the money, we can go out to a
Oh,
fancy.
she's taking you.
Oh,
Well, I will take her, but she's paying.
Oh, he'll drive.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Good for
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I admit that's kind of a weird device stuff. But yeah. I mean, it seems like nature always wants to go out there and kill me for some reason.
I don't have no money.
Yeah, I thought you were getting that money, Tina.
I don't have no money.
Yeah, but I thought you were getting the money, Tina.
Have they sorted that, Tina? Make sure they're not ripping you off.
I have no money.
She's laughing. All right, she's in the money, guys. Where you taking him then, Tina, for a slap-up meal?
I'll take him to Arby's. Or McDonald's.
Let's go to Arby's. I haven't been to Arby's in a while.
Nance wants. Oh, well, here comes the begging. This is what happens when you're a millionaire, Tina.
I
People start
know.
writing you letters and all sorts now.
That's why I said I have no money.
Keep it that way. Good thinking, Tina.
You.
Mm.
I have no money.
Yeah, so that was. Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
Hey, good morning.
I'm doing right. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing okay.
Yeah.
A little bit better than yesterday, but I finally, let people know.
I explained after the stream what people meant, and no one was really being nasty, Michelle. I think you took that all the wrong way. It was just trying to say it'd be better if you moved your arm now while you're able.
Well, I mean, he really didn't have to say zip because the fact of the matter is that Michelle also was already concerned about her own well-being already. So she's, he didn't have to say anything. I know Michelle heard about King Cobra's death, and she knows.
Oh, you're talking about style. We were talking about you moving when you stopped the stream.
Yes, that's right.
He was saying is that Michelle will never move. Michelle will end up in a home. Michelle is never gonna. It's just an attitude of saying never, never, never. It's almost like he wants Michelle to never do anything. He does want to make plans, and she's working on it.
I don't think that's true.
Yes,
I think Stan wants to do something, Michelle.
Stan just doesn't beat about the bush. He's just straight to the point.
Yeah. Michelle, he doesn't have time, Michelle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stan wants something, he takes it. He wanted a green thing, he just took her.
Well, I'm happy he's successful with her and that they're doing well. I'm happy to know that, and that they're happy together. That's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
But judging somebody over and over again does wear down on them. Especially when the person's already doing the best they can with what they got. That's the part that got me upset. And the fact is that, like I said earlier, is that I am making efforts to try to plan this move in a practical way, given my limited resources. So that's not. I think that should be commended that efforts are being made.
What efforts are being made?
Yeah. So Michelle, you know what it is, Stan? I'm even afraid of this, Michelle. I'm afraid that when you get to that point, someone's gonna have to do something And it's gonna be one of us, Michelle. And we don't want to do that. We want you to be able to do it for yourself.
Well, the thing is that right now the problem is noodles, and we've covered this over and over on this channel. I look at how much things are costing here in Connecticut, and the fact is that Connecticut is one of the more expensive states to live in. The whole East Coast is affected in this way. It's not affordable for a person on fixed income to live in the state anymore.
That's bullshit.
Michelle has her hand up.
I mean,
Hey,
noodles,
here, they
you
like to ignore
you
around
get
here, and then you have to talk over people, and then you sound like you do it all the fucking time. Michelle, I got a question. Are you jealous that Tina's with noodles? Answer the question, Michelle. Did you hear me? Do I need to say it louder?
No, you don't need to say it louder. Jesus Christ, that's the problem. You say it too loud in the clips.
I'll say it in Spanish for Carmen. Is Carmen the fucking cunt listening right now?
Well, she's not. She's at work.
It's fucking close enough. It sounds the same. Same fucking gibberish.
Well,
Yeah.
Michelle, I think Galaxy Eyes is disrespecting you over here. I wouldn't stand for that.
I know that. I can hear that. But I don't know why she does that,
See, you won't even answer my question. Every time you do this shit, Michelle.
Now she's echoing horrible audio.
I'm also looking at a lot of other chats right now going on.
Sucks.
She asked you a question.
We're all echoing.
Yeah.
Michelle, why don't you start telling people that you're not gonna allow this sort of disrespect on your channel?
So I'm disrespecting her?
That's why I felt I had to speak up about the Stan CT thing, talk about disrespecting people, you know.
But let's analyse what Stan said, Michelle. He said he was basically saying the way you're going is not a good way. And I agree with him. And I said, we're all the same. We all need to exercise more. We all need to eat more better. We all need to stop doing bad shit. You can't disagree with him.
I don't disagree with him either. But like I said, is that I have been making efforts. And that's what I'm trying to get at. And now when he's saying, oh, Michelle will never move. Well, excuse me. But sooner or later, and more likely, probably later than sooner, but at least it's my goal plan is I do want to get out of here. You know? And I think we need to keep that in mind. That there's a lot of things people don't see behind the scenes. That Stan said some things about me that's patently untrue. So he tends to embellish stories sometimes that makes things look like I'm worse than I am, and that's another thing that upsets me.
Yes, that's fine.
Did I disrespect you?
Oh. Did I? No, Tina, you didn't disrespect me.
Okay.
I guess also, Michelle, you've got to realise that Stan's been here a long time and we've had the moving discussion probably fuck knows how many times.
Until recently, we haven't had the money to even really do much more than just talk about it. Now we're starting to get the money to actually make it happen. That's the thing you have to remember. Things have financially improved quite a bit since 4 years ago. You know.
What? What money do you have, Michelle?
How much money do I have?
No, what money do you have to use toward the house?
Right now, I got about 500 and some change in my savings account right now. And that's a big step in the right direction. Right now, we're talking about for next year was about renting an apartment in Paducah, first of all, because I don't know the area that well to commit to a house right away.
Yeah,
So-
you got to get to know where everything is.
Exactly. And that was my goal originally, was first of all, rent an apartment for a while, get to know the area, get to know the people, and then start...
Wait. Michelle, you're going to rent an apartment for a while? What if you don't like it there?
Well, it's an apartment, so which means if I don't like it there, it'd be easier for me to move on than if I bought a house.
Where are you gonna move, Michelle? If you don't like it there?
Look, Noodles, do you want me to start doing new videos, new area, new location, new people? Do you want me to see me try something different? Isn't that what the whole idea of the show was with you? Is go out there and do something new and exciting? We've been living here in the same place for 17 years. 18 years. 18 years. Okay, doesn't matter if it's 18 or 17. Long time. I want to see something different. I want to do something different. You know? But
No, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying, like, where do you plan on moving if it doesn't work out? Like back to Winstead?
no, because Quince is too expensive.
What?
What? Have you seen the rents that they're charging now in Winston for apartments? You realize I am very lucky. I'm in an apartment that's $1,000 a month. These
I do realise that because I've looked for apartments for you, but there are some out there.
Yeah, but they're disappearing like the dodo.
Good
luck. You try to find an apartment for under $1,000.
You two are fussy. I found lots of apartments. Oh, I don't want to move there. I don't like that place. Oh no, that place is dodgy. Oh, that place is this. There's always a reason.
Michelle, home is where the heart is, Michelle.
Yep.
Is.
Well, like I said, I've lived in Connecticut most all my life. I need something different.
I don't mind you moving out of Connecticut, but I don't know why you would be going to some place where you're not near anybody. Oh, except Gaming Fairy, I guess. Do you think Red would want you around?
She's 7 hours south of me. Do you know who he is? She's 7 hours south of me. Exactly. I knew there'd be a silent room. 7 hours south of me is a long distance. So Red has nothing to worry about.
Well, Michelle, why don't you just move somewhere not so far the first time?
Well, I have also got an offer to go move to Minnesota too, but I don't know if that's even any better because Minnesota is.
Who wants you to move there?
I'm not going to say who wants me to move there unless she wants to say it first. The point is I don't know anybody in Minnesota except this one person too. I know people in Massachusetts. I know Henry Nails. I know Chris Bliss. But they also would agree. The rents in the Massachusetts area are very high at this point. While they may have an excellent commission for the blind, the rents are way more money than I make.
Well, the sound's buggering up again. And it's gone. It's 12:30, so I'm going. So I'll talk to you later, okay? Everyone have a fantastic day.
I don't
And
hear any
please
bad
stay-
sound at all.
You can't hear it, Michelle.
No, I can't. And I can't see it in the video meters either.
Well, backstage, I mean, here on the panel, it's just echoing. All I hear is my own voice.
Well, I'm not doing any echoing.
What? I'm sorry, you're not.
No.
Tina.
Tina's muted.
Yashir. Can you hear the echo, Yashir?
No, I don't hear you
Yeah.
echoing either.
They hear it.
You are echoing something bad.
All right. He says he hears it too, but I don't hear it.
I'm going to go. Everyone have a great day.
Okay. I mean, it could be there's some latency with her satellite connection too. I mean, I that's something I noticed.
It's echoing.
Because right now there's nothing in Winston right now economically to be feasible. There really isn't. Winston is a small bedroom community now. The former mill town has lost its mills. There's really nothing much here. Like Noodle said when he drove through Winstead, there's just nothing in Winstead to see. And I want to see more things. I want to be part of some more local activities.
Well, I'm going to get down, Michelle.
Right, I know
So-
you can't hear Partabonza on YouTube. You can't. I don't hear it either, but some people say they hear it, and I can't hear it. Right now, it's only me and best friend on here right now. I don't think he hears it either. Well, I mean, the point is that it sounds like it's still up for grabs, and I'm going to keep my eyes open. I didn't sign on any dotted line yet for where I'm going exactly. I'm just going to keep my ears open, see where the opportunities come up. And I got a feeling it's going to be outside of Connecticut. It could be someplace in New England. It could be Maine. It could be Vermont. It could be New Hampshire. But I don't think it's going to be Southern Connecticut. I don't think it's going to be Southern New England because I just think it's going to be too expensive. So I don't mind the winter weather, although that is kind of an issue. That's another thing too that me and my research has found that Kentucky's got more mild weather than New England does. But I mean, it's not carved in stone. I'm gonna keep my mind open. I'm gonna keep my eyes open. See what the opportunities present themselves. And that's what I'm saying. I'm planning ahead. All right, best friend, yes here. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. Did you have a nice day today? Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. All right, so I'll see you later on, okay? I'm going to close the panel for now. So, thanks for being on, okay? All right. Bye-bye, panel. Yeah, I just, I don't really have a solution to the question. But, however, I do got some good news. And it's going to slowly trickle down. Jerome Powell has finally agreed to lower interest rates. Okay. So that's a great thing. Also, one of the Federal Reserve employees, someone named Susan, has been discharged by Trump. Now, I don't know exactly how he's involved in the hiring and firing of Federal Reserve employees, but apparently this woman is guilty of fraud, and so she was removed from power because Trump told her straight out, either resign or you're going to be fired. So, how that works, I don't know. in the news article is the news section. You can check it out there. So, also, please don't forget to check out the Discord. If you are not a member of the Discord already, I will give you the link right here. Okay. And I will copy and paste it too, because unfortunately there are people that do block bot tricks, and so people don't get the links because they block it. So they wonder how to get on the Discord. Let's just post all the links that you would normally post at the beginning of the show. Okay, at least that we can see all of them, and they can not say, I didn't see the links. Oh yeah, I can do that. Boop, there you go. Link in question, the official Discord link is this one here. Copy that one, and I will paste it again. Okay. And that way you can join the Discord as well. Discord finally did pop up from Biotrix as well. So if you want to catch up with the news, Atlas 3i Atlas, the Neo Wamawa, that's another news article. What's going on in the spiritual realms, what's going on with the weather realms, volcanism, weather, seismic activities. Check it out in our news and science and technology section. Plus, on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we have the Open Discord panel, which can be very interesting and can go all kinds of crazy ways. Some good, some bad. You never know. You never know. But it's always an option. Saturdays are definitely a luck of the draw. Some people have great time on Saturday nights. Some people, unfortunately, it doesn't work out too well. All right, so let's get the credits rolling. Yep, let's get the credits rolling. First of all, Michele, you have a nice day, safe day. It's nice weather to go out there and play for an hour a day. Take advantage of it if you can. That sounds good to me. And also, don't worry about Michele. She's got it covered with the health and the moving and stuff. She's planning to get ahead. She's always has. You know, she may not do it right away, but she's working on it. The service has ended. Time to go in peace, love, kindness, and don't forget the party on, dude. And everybody will see you today, 7 p.m. Portrait Stream Living Room Studio. So for now, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michele, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.